Hello everyone, DC Wrestling back at it again with another video. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday morning, afternoon, whatever the time this video is uploaded. Um, so this is my WWE TLC 2020 predictions. If you haven't seen my last video talking about Paul Heyman's promo on Big E, go see it. I add some in-depth just my overall thoughts on the whole promo and everything. So just be on the lookout for that and, go check that out. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to the channel. Please show the kids some love and, support, this channel. Yeah. Anyway, so TLC, man, this is the last WWE pay-per-view of, the year, this crazy year called 2020. And I got to say, man, this card looks pretty decent in my opinion. I mean, even though we've seen, a few of these matches already happen, like last night we saw Sasha versus Carmella, New Day versus Hurt Business. We already seen that a few times on Raw. We've seen Nia and Shayna versus Asuka and Lana already, but this time the titles are going to be on the line. But I'm not going to waste any time. So the only match that is not a championship match that will be taking place on the show is the Fiend Bray Wyatt, who will be accompanied to the ring, looks like, by Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton. The Fiend Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, obviously, this is the feud. Originally, people thought they were going to be feuding over the title, but in all honesty, the Fiend, with the way the Fiend's character is, he doesn't need the championship. I think the Fiend's story should just be about getting revenge on the people that hurt him in the past. And obviously, Randy Orton is one of those people, and it ties in a few years ago with their match at Mania 33 with the whole burning Sister Abigail in the house and just, Randy Orton being a part of the Wyatt family. It just ties into all that. So I got the Fiend, Bray Wyatt winning this one. Randy Orton, he's too big of a legend, man. Randy doesn't need a win like this because Orton, like I said before, he's a legend. He's one of the, greatest of all time, in my opinion. And I just think, this would be a good one for the Fiend. So the Fiend wins this one. I don't know what's gonna happen to Randy Orton after this. I don't know what's gonna happen to the Fiend after this. Like I said, man, WrestleMania is coming up, and it looks like they're gonna be doing Orton versus Edge soon. So who knows? Maybe Orton starts feuding with Edge again. Anyway, moving on to the championship matches, we're gonna move with the women's side first. We're gonna start off with the WWE Women Tag Team Championships. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and Lana. Obviously, this whole thing with Lana and Nia and Shayna has been going on for the past few months now. Nia putting Lana through table after table after table. Many people believing that this is due to her husband being in the other company known as All Elite Wrestling and taking shots at the WWE, and I guess WWE was pissed off about that. So here it is. But anyways, dude, I actually have, I think, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Asuka and Lana might win. I know it may sound crazy, but I think Asuka and Lana might win. Who knows? Maybe, if Shayna happens, and if Nia and Shayna happen to win the match, maybe Shayna, takes Asuka on at the Rumble or something like that. But in my personal opinion, I think Asuka and Lana could win. Lana could get that sweet revenge on Nia and even Shayna for them bullying her. And I don't really see Lana doing too much in this match as always. But, I think that, I think they have a shot here. I wouldn't be surprised if Nia and Shayna retain, but my prediction is Asuka and Lana win. All right, so the next women's match is for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship as Sasha Banks defends her championship against Carmella. Now, they had a match last night on SmackDown. Well, this past Friday on SmackDown. It looks like they're going to have another match, obviously, at TLC. Now, here's my thing with Carmella. Carmella, she's coming in with this new gimmick, right? She's coming in with this new... I really feel like that with Carmella, she could have fought Sasha, yes, but maybe around WrestleMania season, like the Royal Rumble in particular. I feel like that with Carmella, here she is. She's debuting, and let's be real, they haven't really been building Carmella up as this credible heel to take on Sasha. You see, that's what the WWE is missing, with a lot of these opponents, even for these filler pay-per-views, man. You got to build these number one contenders up. That way they may seem like a threat to the championship. They may not win the championship, and I'm not saying Carmella is going to win the championship. Sasha's obviously going to retain the title, but they could have at least gave her some wins. She could have beaten, Natalia or some other woman. I could have seen if Zelina Vega was still on the roster. She could have defeated Zelina Vega or something like that. So she should have gotten some solid win until, being built up, and then she has that match against Sasha. Because Carmella's been what? She's been on the show for about a month or so now, and she's been bad for a few weeks and a month, so they could have built her up, in my opinion. But in the end, I think Sasha's gonna win. Anyways, we have a tag team match, another tag team match player. This time for the Raw Tag Team Championships, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. They got to put the titles in the Hurt Business, in my opinion. The Hurt Business, it's one of the best things on Raw. These past few months now, way better than the whole Retribution shit. I'm sorry, Retribution fans, that shit sucks. They did a horrible job, and I feel like they should never, because with Retribution, the moment they came onto the scene, I was already like, dude, this is a poor man's Nexus group. You can't retry to do the Nexus group. At least, you don't even have John Cena to bury Retribution. Well, then again, Retribution pretty much buried himself. But all serious note, Hurt Business, in my opinion, wins at TLC. They beat the New Day. The New Day, they've been champions. It's ran its course. Her Business, it's time for the title on Cedric. It's time for Shelton to win the title again. It's time for Cedric to win another championship again. Yeah, it's just time for Her Business to have some more gold, except the United States Championship. All right, so we have two big championship matches. I'm going to talk about the WWE title match first, both TLC matches. Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles, who will be accompanied to the ring by Omos, who is AJ Styles' bodyguard. And I got to say, Omos, I believe he is one of those people, along with Keith Lee and Otis, that have been sent down to the Performance Center to improve their in-ring. Who knows? I might make a video about that. If you guys want me to, I might make a video talking about that. But, we all have, room, to improve. So, it is what it is. But I haven't seen Omos practice yet, so I can't really give an opinion on him. But so far with AJ, he's been pretty decent, in my opinion. This is going to be a good match, TLC match for the title. Some people say this is where The Miz could cash in, and maybe Drew wins the Rumble again. Not my opinion. I don't think Drew should win the Rumble. I think he should walk into Mania as the champion. I got Drew winning this one. This is going to be a really great match for the TLC Championship. The Miz maybe potentially cashes in. Who knows? But I got Drew winning this one. All right, so the main event, in my opinion, the TLC match, table, ladders, and chairs, Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Guys, last night, well, not last night, but 2 nights ago, Friday Night SmackDown, Roman Reigns, just beating the hell out of Kevin Owens, man. Just showing him why he's the head of the table, showing him why he's the tribal chief. Roman Reigns has been killing it as a heel. I think Roman Reigns is one of the best things, not only on SmackDown, but in WWE right now. Like, he is so good as a heel. He's so good doing what he does best. So this is going to be a really good match. Both men are going to, kill it. Obviously, Reigns is going to win this match. There's nothing I can say. This is going to be a good match, but in the end, Reigns is going to win. Now, here's my thing for TLC. So, this goes to prove my point, and I know I'm going over time here, but I just want to say this. See, this is why a lot of pay-per-views, a lot of gimmick, well, really, in a sense, gimmick matches should not be a whole entire pay-per-view, because this is a TLC pay-per-view, and there's only 2 matches. As I'm reading this right now, there's only 2 matches that are TLC gimmick matches. There's no chairs match. There's no tables match. There's no ladder match. They could have done a ladder match. With the tag team belts, they could have done a tables match with Asuka and them and Lana and them. They could have done a ladder match with Sasha and Carmella, or a chairs match, or they could have done something. You couldn't just have both TLC matches and that's it. You could have put in a chairs match and a ladders match and a tables match. You could have done something, in my opinion. So that's just me, man, because it's crazy how they be doing these gimmick shows like Hell in a Cell, and then you only have like maybe one, Hell in a Cell match or Elimination Chamber match. Like, does the Elimination Chamber, it's too big. Does it really need its own pay-per-view? Like, and trust me, the card will be good. The matches will be good, but it's just like, it's still a gimmick. Like, the whole pay-per-view is supposed to be around TLC. Shouldn't some of these matches have TLC type of matches? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So, those are my TLC predictions. I will be doing a review on the TLC right after TLC goes off the air, December 20th, 2020. And, yeah. And I'm glad that you guys and hoped you guys enjoyed my TLC review.